My name is Richard from Silent Peak and welcome to this DxO FilmPack review, specifically DxO FilmPack 6 Elite Edition. So let's get started. We're going to begin with this 24 megapixel RAW file, and what we're going to do is put on some nice film simulations. So let's begin with something pretty old. We'll go for 1920 black. And as you can see, we've done one mouse click and we're done, and we can see we've converted our sort of high fidelity full frame 24 megapixel image into something that's approximately 100 years old. Now if that isn't to your taste, don't worry, we've got lots of different choices. We have various turn of the century film simulations, we have more modern day contemporaries like Fujifilm Velvia, and we also have good stuff like silent movie. And one of the nice touches that I like is that we can click on the information button, and this little pop-up here will tell us all about this particular film simulation, the history of the film and its inspiration. To that effect, we have the time machine option. So what Time Machine does is it takes all of DxO FilmPack 6 84 film simulations and groups them by the year that they were invented. So for example, if we go to 1940s, we have 12 different films, and we have a description about each of these different films. So for example, we have 1940s Parks film simulation, and it tells us a little bit about the photograph that it was based on. Gordon Parks, 1940, and this particular image here, which we can click on and expand and read. And this is what I love about DxO FilmPack 6. It really is going above and beyond photography, and it will give you an insight into some of these historical events in photography and of course the world. And it is just interesting, and it's lovely, and it's wonderful. Here we have some pictures from Ansel Adams and a film simulation, 1944 AA, and that is that simulation. Now in some cases you might be dealing with a pure RAW file like I am, something that's rather flat and bland, and in this regard DxO FilmPack 6 Elite Edition has you covered. So we have various different features. We have a crop option, we can rotate our picture, we can straighten the horizon, and we also have access to various different adjustments. As you can see, we have the option to toggle between color and black and white. We can have a histogram or not, and we also have the navigation view for when we're zoomed in. Now starting from the top, we have we can apply rendering using any one of the different films. The intensity of that render, we can add or remove grain, we can split tone, we can boost exposure, saturation, vibrancy, adjust contrast and micro contrast, highlights, midtones, shadows, hue, saturation, lightness for all channels. We have a tone curve option, so just works like all tone curves do. We have graphical effects. We can put a frame around your image, which is not something that I like to do. But if you like to do that, you've got the option, and you can change the size of the frame as well. We can texturize the image. So for example, we can use burnt corner paper. We can use a light concrete texture. We can change the intensity of the effect. We can randomize. Let's randomize. That doesn't seem to have randomized anything. Perhaps I'm doing something wrong. And we have light leaks. Now this I really do like. We can sort of add sort of strange effects to our photos, make them a little bit more eye-catching. Lens effects, so we can put on, say, a green filter. We can adjust the green filter's intensity. We can do creative vignetting, which that's when you apply what's effectively a lens defect on purpose to give us a little bit of dark haloing, or indeed lighter haloing. We can adjust the midpoint of our vignette, so we can have our vignette off center if we like. And we have blur as well, so we can do soft focus blur and just make our image a little bit more ethereal. This is particularly a nice effect for portraits. Now, in case you're wondering, there is two different DxO FilmPack 6. So the difference between DxO FilmPack 6 Elite and the difference and DxO FilmPack 6 Essential is that FilmPack 6 Elite has all of the features that I've just shown for you, while Essential is missing many of them. What that means in practice is that for the most part, you will have to supplement FilmPack 6 Essential Edition with your favorite photo editor. But thanks to the additional adjustments which you've just seen, FilmPack 6 Elite Edition can actually, for the most part, stand alone without you having to jump between two separate digital photo editing packages. Of course, there are limits to what this can do. If you want to dodge, burn, do selective editing or layer-based effects, you really need your photo editor. But just for sort of simple raw development, FilmPack 6 Elite Edition is pretty much got you covered, whereas 6 Essential Edition does not. The other difference as well between FilmPack 6 Essential and FilmPack 6 Elite is that time machine option. Now, you really don't need time machine. It is entirely superfluous, but it's just really nice. And I would miss it if I didn't have it. And it's just a nice fuzzy thing to have, and I think you will enjoy it as well. But other than that, if you just care about film simulations, in that you're going to edit your favorite picture in your favorite photo editor and then bounce it over here to apply simulation, the Essential Edition has the same 84 film simulations, and you're just going to be just as well off. And you will save a fair whack of money as well. Anyway, DxO FilmPack 6, I like it a lot. The effects are great, the image quality is great. I love the film heritage that you find in here. As you can see, this demo is in real time, so you can see how responsive the system is. It doesn't lag, probably half a second between bouncing between film simulations, and whenever we applied an adjustment to exposure, the effect is in real time. We can compare our original images. We've got a few different ways of doing that. It's just a lovely application, and if you are a film fan looking for digital convenience, DxO FilmPack 6 is highly worth your time. And to that effect, if you don't want to take my word for it, you don't have to. In the description below, there is some details on a trial. It's entirely free. You don't have to opt out. There's no credit card registration, and it's 30 days of unlimited functionality. So you get a free lunch for an entire month. I strongly recommend that you try some of that lunch, and let me know what you think in the comments below, as you do. Anyway, my name's Richard from Silent Peak. I really hope that was useful, and I wish you a really great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.